Hi, I'm Doc AJ Chua and welcome to Adjusting Your Heart. Have you ever been in social settings in which you felt left out and bored to death? You dread attending under a social or business function in which you only know a few people. Or maybe you just want to enrich your life by having more friends. In this episode, I'm going to teach you 7 ways to make new friends. You never know that one day that this particular new friend will become one of your BFFs. People often complimented me for being friendly. For that, I have to thank Reverend Dr. Wilson Gonzalez, one of my enhanced mentors at Youth Gospel Center. He made such an impact in our lives that we requested him to officiate our wedding ceremony. And you can also see in another picture of his lovely wife, Pastor Marisa Gonzalez. After consistently attending student fellowship for a year, Brother Wilson invited me to be the PRO, Public Relations Officer. So at the time, I don't know what a PRO does. So he demonstrated to me. And I'm going to share with you the tips that he shared with me and also the things I learned along the way as I learned how to make new friends. Because as a typical teen, I only like to talk to people that I know. I don't like to talk to people I don't know. So my first point will be overcome your fears. Because one of the things that holds us back in making new friends is the fear of rejection. I remember reading about it in Andrew Matthews' Making Friends. You can check that book. It's very easy to read with matching pictures and very practical. Sometimes we erroneously think that, oh, that person sitting beside me is so snobbish. But maybe he's just afraid to be rejected, so he doesn't make any first move. My friends, no friendship is developed if no one will try the first move. I'm sure most of us have also experienced being rejected, and that feels bad, right? But we just have to move on and look for somebody who would give us a chance to be his or her friend. Another fear is the fear of being taken advantage of. Like we've met people who have used us, who we deem to be toxic, but that's for another episode. Or maybe there have been people who have swindled your money, didn't pay you back. So that's another kind of fear. Another is the fear of being hurt again. Maybe you have a friend who betrayed you, who shared your deepest secrets to others after you have a big fight, or maybe cheated on you with your significant other. My friends, as I've said in my previous video, be happy, live without bitterness, forgive, and then don't build walls around you, build doors so it can open. You let people who can be trusted enter your life. So choose your friends wisely. Give them the benefit of the doubt until proven otherwise. My second point is reach out to others first. There's a saying that goes, if you want to find a friend, be one first. Whether in face-to-face settings or through digital settings like a Zoom meeting, Google Meets, first thing you have to do when you want to reach out first is smile. Just smile. Because the human brain prefers happy faces. And people who smile more tend to have more friends. Even the Bible in 1 Thessalonians 5:16 says, be joyful always. So if you're joyful, you'll always smile. You want to bet? Let's make an experiment. Next time around, when let's say you have the chance to go to the grocery, you want to buy something, then but now, okay, we're wearing masks. Maybe after the pandemic, you do this experiment, not now, because now with the mask, we won't be able to see the reaction. But let's say it's already after the pandemic, we don't wear masks anymore. You smile. When you smile, the cashier, at the waiter or the waitress, you see how they react. Normally, when we smile, people smile back. So, besides smiling, then you just say something like, hi, I'm Jeanette. You can wave or maybe offer your hand, okay, to be shaken, or just simply say, hi, I'm Jeanette, then smile. Or if it's a Zoom meeting, then you can smile and you can also send a message to say hi to everyone. Okay, that's one way to do it. So reach out to others first. Third point, remember names. Sometimes it's difficult to remember names, so I usually use association, okay, like especially if they're kids, I would joke about it with them. But if for the others, it's just in my mind. Let's say I have a lovely goddaughter named Ashley Munoz. when she was young, for me to remember her name, because I have around, I think, more than 20 plus goddaughters, godsons, I call her Ashley Bashley. So it's very easy for me to remember. And then her brother is Dan. I call him, when he was young, the Nana Banana. Oh, so we would joke about it. And of course, you know what they call me? Janetti Spaghetti. So it's easy to remember when we associate things. Or in my mind, oh, that's Jennifer from Chiang Kai-shek College. So that's how I file it inside my brain. And of course, let's say you first met that person, use that person's name once or twice in the conversation. Like, okay, so Jennifer, where are you studying? Something like that. And at the end, okay, bye, Jennifer. That way, her name or his name would register in your mind. And once I go home, I usually would encode that in my cell phone, in my contacts or notes. Let's say I have one file like Hans as friends, because sometimes I only meet them probably once a year or once in a while. It's embarrassing to keep on asking their name. So I would just note, oh, this is the file for all of his friends, something like that, okay? The fourth is make small talk. So after getting to know each other's names, what's next? Ask questions to know some more information, but please do not ask super personal ones. Do not ask, are you married? How old are you? Or how much do you weigh? Oh, these are no-nos, okay? But you can ask simple questions like, oh, where did you study? Where are you working? These are harmless questions, okay? Or who invited you to this seminar? Or in this wedding, do you know the bride or the groom? Things like that. And then you never know that once you come up with a topic wherein, let's say, I'm from Chiang Kai-shek, and I'm very happy to meet somebody else from Chiang Kai-shek College or from State School, from LaSalle, okay? Something like that. You can also ask open-ended questions, which means these are questions not answerable by yes or no. Because if I ask something like, do you like gardening? Because now we know that there are a lot of plantitas, right? Then that person would just say yes or a no. And that would cut the conversation quickly. But a better question would be this: what hobbies do you engage in? Then that person can be able to share more. And if that person is talkative, then you don't need to talk a lot, especially if you're the shy type. And you can also talk about interesting topics depending on the age of that person you're talking to. Let's say when I'm talking to kids, then we talk about cartoons, the games that they play in the computer or their cell phone. Or for most of us, we watch Netflix, like, so we could talk about, oh, what are you watching Netflix? Or watching this, that, and then we can share. Or some people are into sports. They would like watching the PBA, NBA. So you can share things like that. The fifth point is be authentic. We don't like people who are plastic or people who are faking it. So just be real, be yourself. Don't pretend to be somebody that you're not. Do not embellish information, because eventually people would find out the truth and they won't trust you anymore. So just be yourself, because if that's the way, then the conversation would flow freely because you're not hiding anything. Then you can also freely share things about yourself. The sixth tip is to keep in touch. Let's say after you parted ways, then I usually would add them in my FB, my Facebook page, so that way I could be able to keep in touch. Or we can follow them in IG. You can also get their contact numbers and give them yours. So exchange. So that way we can keep in touch. And the seventh point is show genuine care. Time will reveal if your newfound friend will become a close friend in the future. True friends see each other through thick and thin. Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 9 to 12 says this: two people are better off than one, for they can help each other succeed. If one person falls, the other can reach out and help. So for our next episode, I'm going to talk about 7 things you must do to maintain friendships. So the 7 ways to make new friends are: overcome your fears, reach out to others first, remember names, make small talk, be authentic, keep in touch, and show genuine care. Now we'd like to thank some friends who are supporting us: Dr. Adrian and Pastor Ana Munoz, Angela Antonio, Ann Jillian Young, Charlie Huang, Christina Gosson, Jervy King, Jacqueline Ko, Gina Bibontang, Rizel Siaong, Hepzibeth Ting, Pastor James Ko, Jennifer Cordovestan, Jennifer Yu Chua, Jessica Yu Chua, Pastor Nymphalo, Nelly Yu, Shelly Rose Tan, Shelly Tan Agabin, Teresita Basaong, Chinoy TV, Steve Charlemagne, Dr. Yuli Yu, Tina Lukban, Vechi Agapito, Von C, Yovelin Valenzuela, Yvonne Ong, William and Annie C. So if you're blessed by this video, please like, subscribe, and share it to others. Stay safe, everyone!